When it comes down to going ahead and getting her to break no contact, it's going to come down to her getting to her breaking point. And if it's not her breaking point, you have to understand too, she might realize that you are good when you are gone. As in, when that guy is really the one you should have been appreciating, the one that was really good for you, or you got girls throwing themselves at you, or she knows that, ooh, you're the type that a lot of women do want, or you are actually bossing up, changing your life like this. You are that alpha guy. You are that masculine guy. You are that sigma guy. You do have your things together. You do have a nice place, or you do have this car, or you do dress so nice. Then she's going to be looking at you as in like, oh, I like him. Then when you're realizing he's gone, that's when it's really hitting hard. In other words as well, that means maybe she experimented with other guys. And this is why I really put emphasis on, why are you forcing her to really realize something? And then when it gets to a point of, wait, I can't get no aspect, I can't get no benefits, I can't be around him, there's no access, there's no communication, there's no engagement, where is he at? And so this is where breaking no contact becomes natural. If you've done your part, or if you've been improving, or if you have to fix up a mistake, then why are you still here trying to convince her that you are different, and yet you're still getting the same treatment no matter what? And I mean this to say that some of y'all been doing this for years, and then there's months as well, and then there's, oh man, well, it's been on and off. So really, first of all, understanding that you are not here to please her over the needs that you don't need to. When we talk about simping, and I have not said that word in a little while, but when we talk about simping, we're talking about you're simping for the wrong woman. We're talking about you're showing simp traits, being a whole simp, and sometimes we know the word tricking as well. That's a whole nother story, but it's really related in a sense. When you're doing these things, you're doing it oftentimes maybe for the wrong girl out there, or simply this is just what's happening mostly in the modern day. It's simply coming down to you should not be doing it at all for that girl, and it really depends on the girl that wants that type of treatment. In other words, if you're not getting a girlfriend treatment and she expects to get a boyfriend treatment, or she wants you to treat her as the wifey and yes, she doesn't treat you as future husband, then you should not be getting her to be somebody serious in your life. Now, this is a very important topic as well, because what happens is that you guys not only can fall in love, really get caught up, get your feelings really involved, but the next aspect of this, when you go ahead and keep getting yourself caught up with her, remember that she could break no contact, realizing that things have changed, right? So the next aspect comes down to, what is she now seeing that you'll never change about yourself because of her? So it's like, you guys might feel like, well, I have things going on. If you don't have things going on, if you don't feel like you have all the things to bring to the table or the things that you want to, there's still the other aspect of just falling for somebody's personality. You are in love with her because maybe you guys are high school sweethearts, whatever the case is. Everybody's in a different situation. I've seen so many different comments of your stories. Make sure you keep dropping those comments. But where are you at right now? Are you actually moving on? Do you understand you shouldn't be with her? Or are you fully moved on? And moving on sometimes is the process, but then sometimes you go back. So comment down below, are you moving on or you're actually moved on? And when it comes down to moving on, the plus about that is that you're actually knowing your worth in the process. If you do have to move on and get another girl, you might just get your old girl, the last girl you were dealing with, back, but you could get other girls as well. So it could be a double plus or just a plus in general. You're gonna be ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. But what happens then is that she knows how you are so well that even when it comes down to her breaking no contact, she doesn't get close to it. But you know what that means? The reason why she does not get close to it is because she knows that you're about to break no contact. So there's tendencies that y'all have, and no matter what you want to say to yourself, be truthful, right? No matter what you want to say to yourself, if you're letting yourself know that, hey, I won't break no contact, or oh, I'm not like that, I don't need to break no contact, but yeah, you show things like you're peeking from afar, you're watching her from afar, you're watching her every move, and it gets back to her. Yes, we know social media is one way that it could get back to her, especially if you're directly watching her stuff or liking her stuff. But then there's the other aspect of you guys might have mutual friends. If it's not mutual friends, she might find out from a family member. If it's not a family member, maybe you guys will end up in the same environment. And what is not helping y'all is if you do have social media, or if you have a way of her finding out more about you, you're giving signs. In other words, well, relationships suck. Now, same way some girls might make a post or a quote or something about guys being like this, it's the same thing that you might pop out with. Now, that's just one tendency that a man can have, right? It's not a good one. But then there's other things that you could be doing that she knows not to break no contact, because you're going to most likely break it, because she knows that you're going to break no contact before she does. Now, let's just reverse it to where I'm sure a lot of y'all want to hear this part of what you actually got to do to get her to break no contact. You got to get her to really see from afar that you've changed. Now, you changing, that means you are showing that you do not care to change yourself. Here's the thing. When you start loving and have emotions and you're emotionally available, you tend to go off of your emotions. And it's not that you're going to be like a woman all the time, but you're going to have a soft spot for her. So it's natural for you to go ahead and say, well, I can't help myself. Or you know what? I really, really want to go ahead and just say something. Or it's been too long. And another thing that I've been noticing from a lot of your comments as well is that y'all are kind of afraid. Be honest. You're afraid that if you do stop talking to her for too long, she might forget about you. And here's the thing, she knows that. So when she doesn't feel that sense anymore, and this means, let's say, and this is a great way for you to go ahead and really get her to break no contact. Let's say a time period that you guys normally always start talking again now has been crossed. This is where you go ahead and get real results because now she really gets shocked. Now, it could be just a few days and she could be a little like, oh, where is he at? Or this is very long, or why is he not talking to me? That's just one aspect. But if it's going on to a week, and this is why you should not be worried. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. If you want a part 2 as well, let me know because I'll come with that very quickly. But of course, when it comes back to going ahead and giving that no contact, no matter how long you got to do it, same way that you guys do no contact, it's the same thing that applies to her until she can't take it no more. So she's looking at it as in like, well, no matter what, I'm not going to say anything to him. Right? But meanwhile, she's going to eventually cave in and she's going to have to say something to you. So when you go ahead and go longer and longer, it's a more beneficial thing for you. Instead of looking at it as in like, well, I don't want to keep going through this. You got to look at it as in like, this is really helping me out. This is what I really need to be doing. You want to have the leverage, right? And transform your dating game. Now, if you have game already, you have the charisma going on, or you get a woman, but you don't know what to do with them sometimes, this is going to be perfect for you. If you feel like it's such a struggle to understand a woman's mindset, also just knowing your own purpose, knowing how to elevate, sometimes it's tricky. What this does for you with the things that I provided is having you have a better understanding. And I made it even better by including my personal experience. Check it out so you know how an alpha male is like that wins over a woman, and a sigma male, how he does his game, what he's like, the things that women really like. And so you could go ahead and perfect it in all aspects, especially if she's leading you on or giving you mixed signals or making you feel like she likes you one moment and then playing the cold hot games. It's not fun at all. But there's also getting leverage. There's also seeing the opportunity to have the power dynamic on your side and understanding how to pull back and not even deal with those mind games. All of these problems that you need a solution to, go ahead and click the links down below. Find what is going to work for you. And I also have bundle deals available. Make sure you check it out by clicking the link. Now let's go ahead and move on to other things that women will notice, or let's even say like about you during no contact. She will go ahead and like the fact that you are actually becoming a better man. But here's the thing, you have to understand this. Some women don't look at it as in that bad because they don't want to crush their ego. So that's why they'll give you the hey, or what you been up to, or oh, just checking up. Meanwhile, she could have been missing you 3 days ago. Then she went to her new dude. Or let's even say she just decided, let me wait longer. I'm hoping that he hits me up in a matter of 3 days. But the 3 days that you were supposed to hit her up, you didn't end up doing that. So she had no choice. And so that means, what does she have to do next? She has to actually break no contact. You see how it's porous at this point, but there's things that actually make the situation harder for her to go through it longer. And another way you could look at it, and this is something I'll also talk about in a different topic because I could break down way more things, but look at it this way. If you're definitely a ladies' man now, he's the one that I'm choosing. I want him. And so really analyze the situation to realize, what do you got to be doing to help it out? If women know that, yes, I'll always say, if women know that you have other girls, or she knows that she could potentially really lose you forever, it hits hard. And these topics are definitely going to be brought back up because there's so much more I could break down. And so I hope this video was helpful. If y'all want me to talk about specific things I mentioned in this video, or specifically just want a part 2 and other videos that y'all want to see, let me know in the comment section. That's it for this video. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to be subscribed with your post notification on, and check out all my links. Not be missing out on the exclusive content on our Patreon. That link is down below. Bye, y'all.